Okay, this is Unit 5 extra credit problems. Our objectives are to solve an equation with two radicals and to find the inverse of a quadratic equation.
First, we're going to solve an equation with two radicals. So our equation is the square root of x plus 10 plus the square root of 3 minus x equals 5. The first step is to move one of the radicals over to the right side. So you have to isolate the radical. So we put the square root of x plus 10 equals 5 minus square root of 3 minus x, so the x plus 10 was by itself. And then you square both sides to get rid of the square root, and you have to make sure you FOIL out this equation. So when you FOIL it out, we get x plus 10 equals 25 minus 10 square root of 3 minus x plus 3 minus x, because the square root of 3 minus x times square root of 3 minus x cancels out. And then you simplify, so you add the x's on both sides, and then you subtract the 28, and then divide by negative 10. So you get the square root of 3 minus x on one side, and the rest of the equation on the other, so that you can square root both sides and cancel out this square root. So then we have 3 minus x equals the square root of x minus 9 over the square root of negative 5. And when you simplify that, you get x minus 9 times x minus 9 over 25 equals 3 minus x. So we multiplied by 25 to get rid of this fraction, and we got x squared plus 7x plus 6 equals 0 once you simplify the equation. And then you have to, once you put it equal to 0, you factor out, and then you set each factor equal to 0 and solve for x. So x equals negative 1 and x equals negative 6. So we had to check our answers, so we plugged them into the original equation, and they both worked.
Now we're going to find the inverse of a quadratic. Our equation is y equals x squared plus 4x plus 5. And to get the inverse of it, you have to switch the x and the y. And then the next step is to complete the square. So you take this term and you divide it by 2 and then square it and get 4. And then you bring that 4 up to this blank spot. And then, so you can cancel it out, you put negative 4 on the outside over here. And so then you end up getting 1 from this 5 and negative 4. And you get y plus 2 squared by factoring this. And then you're going to subtract 1 from both sides. And then you're going to take the square root of both sides to cancel out this squared. And then you have to remember to put the plus or minus, because when you take the square root of a term, then you have to put plus or minus in front of it. So then the square root and the squared cancel out. And then we subtract 2 from both sides. And you get, the final answer is the inverse of y equals plus or minus the square root of x minus 1 minus 2.
This is Jacqueline.
And Annie explaining Unit 5 extra credit.
This is the last time we'll see you guys.
Bye.